guys, Julls here for GoSmokeless.org. I've got something really, really special today, and I'm super excited, super pumped. I'm really looking forward to this, but I've got Mellgren's IPA edition single cut right there. So this is blended by Conny Andersson, who is formerly of Swedish Match. He is behind Carduce and various other products. You also should know him from the Isla whiskey Snus, and this guy, I've said this years ago. He's got, well, it's not in reality, but he's got like a PhD in taste. Anything that has his name on it, you know, is top quality. So I'm really pumped, really stoked, excited to try this and do it for you guys as well. So if you guys haven't already, please go over to Snooby.com's YouTube channel. Check out Chad's in-depth review on this snus. I can't do a better job than Chad with the way he did it. But what I plan to do is I'm going to come at this from the beer side of things. Beer is my second love of life, and I also homebrew. I'm very much into the beer community and on beer scene in general. So craft beer and homebrewing are big with me. So that's what we're gonna do. But the beer that inspired this snus is actually a Ballast Point Sculpin IPA. So we're gonna pour that. We're gonna try that, and we're gonna see how they compare. But that's the beer that inspired the snus. So stick around. Always rinse your glass before you use it. You don't want to use dirty glass. Just a little tip. That's definitely an IPA. So if you've never tried this beer before, it's really, the aroma from the beer is obviously hops, but it's very, I like to call it dank. It's got this really potent, piney citrus smell right off the top. It's really, really delicious. I've had this beer a few times before, but wow. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take a drink of this. Man, that's good. That's good stuff. So we're gonna take the snus, and before I just want to comment on the grind. It's not finely ground like your traditional loose snus. This is more of a, it's cut. What do I want to say? It's more like along the lines of a Swedish Match Carduce or something along those lines. But it looks really good. The aroma from the can's really good. So I took a little pinch. I'm having a hard time here. Bake a little Perla in my hand. That's a Julls size pinch, in case you're wondering. Wow. So we're gonna let that sit there for a second, let the flavor build up a little bit, and we'll be right back. So before I talk a little bit more about those two, I just, when I was getting ready for this video, I was just sitting down one day, and one of the publications I get, it's put out by the American Homebrewers Association. It's called Zymergy. So this is the July-August 2015 issue, and they have a nice article in here, the best beers in America. And look what number 3 is. Number 3 is Sculpin IPA. So that means something. This is excuse me. I thought I was gonna sneeze. That would be really bad. But this is that's rated very high, and I do believe Sculpin IPA is the #1 IPA according to Beer Advocate. I think it's Beer Advocate. I don't. Yeah, I do. Honestly, I do. But so what do I think? Well, you know, I can definitely see the relation between these two. And hold on. You know, you get that citrusy taste that comes from the hops in the beer, and you've got the citrusy taste in the snus as well. And I want to say it's almost spot on as far as the two flavors go. It's very, very good snus and very good beer as well. As far as aroma, when you smell the snus, so like I was saying earlier, you've got that really nice dry hop, typical IPA aroma from, most people say like citrus, pine, resin, anywhere along there. I mean, you're not technically wrong. The snus though, you have definitely that citrusy note that you can pick up from the beer. And it's got this really nice earthiness to it. I almost want to say it's reminiscent of barley. Leathery. Yeah, definitely. So, hang on one more time. Okay, yeah. So you've got that. There's definitely an earthiness. There's that citrusy punch. To me, if I'm looking at this from the beer side of things, I would say definitely barley and hops is what you're aiming for in here. Sorry, I'm trying to think about what the sensory overload that I'm getting and trying to talk about it at the same time. It's a little difficult. But this snus is exclusive to Mellgren's. They're a fine tobacconist in Sweden. I do believe it's available on their online shop, but this is a very, very, very small batch. Probably, I do believe there's a second batch coming out. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I remember seeing some talk about that. Sculpin IPA. I know Chad said he couldn't get it very easily where he was at. I'm not sure what their distribution's like, but the beer's from San Diego, brewed by Ballast Point, and it should be available in better wine and beer retailers. I want to say. I'm not sure exactly on their distribution though, but if you do ever get the chance, definitely pick up a 6-pack of that beer. It's very, very, very delicious. So I'm sorry, I'm having the hardest time describing both of these together, but what I will say is it's spot on. This is, and I drink a lot of beer, but this is probably the best pairing that I've ever had. They just come together. Yeah, very, very, very well done. If I could get this easier, I would probably switch to this full time. That's how good it is. And I don't say that about a lot of snoozes, but this one is very well done. So if you have any questions, comments, just leave them down below. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers.